Hello and welcome back. This is Grillenheimer. The cheese for the day is going to be Butterkase. Because I went to Publix one time and the ladies there, African American ladies that worked there, and there's this one white guy that worked there too for a while. I think he's moved on or retired. Um, and they know me very well. I go in there every week, and like I say, I have put these people on a pedestal for their customer service. Just great people. And so I went in one day and I'd been, slowly trying some cheeses, and this pre-COVID, and you could actually taste it. They'd give you a slice. Oh, if you want it, here, have this, or if they cut up cheeses and meat for you, they would cut an extra piece to hand you to eat while they're cutting the rest of your stuff up for you. That probably won't do that anymore. Oh, the days of yesteryear from just 2019. Anyway, the I went in one day and I tested one of the ladies, and it's like, hey, can I have some Butterkase? And she looked at me funny, like, say what? And I said, Butterkase. Oh yeah. It was kind of funny. But depending on who it was, if I knew him real well, it's like, this is really pronounced Butterkase, because you do have an umlo over the A, which puts an extra E after the A. I thought there was an umlo after the U also, but there's not. But it's still Buta. And it is originally a German Austrian cheese I hear read online, sort of normally made on the closer to the border of the German Polish border. From what boy, I'm butchering even the English language this morning. For the most part, and some have considered it a lady's cheese because it's odorless. Doesn't have an odor, So a lot of cheese do have odor. Now a lot of these people will leave their stuff out on the table all day. I had some friends of mine in college, and they went over there, and they would do a tour in Europe every year. They would always go into Germany and sing and stay in people's homes instead of hotels and stuff for the most part, because of conditions, because of people they knew. And I'm trying not to say where I went to college. And so they would go over there, and they came back with stories that, especially when they were in Germany, they would go and they'd be in these people's homes, and they'd be offering them something to drink and something to eat, and they have a choice between warm soda, warm cheese, warm beer, and warm meat right there all on the table. And they'd be like, and they would slowly get used to having a warm soft drink, just because they would rather have the soft drink than the beer, because they were mostly all Christian for the most part. So they tried to stay away from the beer. They kind of a little repulsed by having just a slab of warm meat on a table in the den for a snack, so to speak. So it kind of really stuck in my head, some of the stories that came back from their travels and touring in Europe. But Butterkase is a buttery tasting cheese, though I don't believe there's any butter used in making of this cheese. It is a wonderful cheese. Publix used to have it. Yes, I say used to. My Publix won't carry it anymore. There's another one near me. I might try to give them a call and see if they have it anymore as well. Just a wonderful cheese. It is very creamy. It is very good. And that is one of the, if you don't already know, one of the keys to eating cheese is it's best not to eat it cold. You can get the flavor, the most flavor out of your cheeses that you eat when it's warmed up. Thus, like warming and melting it on your burgers for making a cheeseburger. Whether it's American cheese, Swiss cheese, provolone, Butterkase, provolone, whatever. You get the most taste out of your cheese when it's been warmed or has been sat out for maybe 15-30 minutes before you eat it. Even the little Frigos string cheese from Walmart, bag, $8 of like half a dozen, 2 dozen of string cheese. Even those setting out taste really good. And you're gonna find out through this channel of my cheese vlogs, I guess now, that I'm all for every kind of cheese, any type of cheese, cheap cheese, pricey cheese, or whatever. I'm not exactly a cheese connoisseur per se, but I like cheese. And as an old friend of mine from college once said, to lighten our mood because someone dear to us had passed away, cheese makes everything better. So with that, I just want to start off with Butterkase because it's one of my favorite cheeses. Um, let's see here. And as we go through a few cheeses you're probably going to be very familiar with, or that you don't like, you may not like cheese at all. But normally people that'll probably watch this will probably go, cheese. Let's see what he's talking about. And maybe even a few cheeses you haven't heard of before, like Butterkase. So with that, thanks for watching. More to come. Gonna do a few things with cheese, not a whole lot. There's plenty of recipes out there online to do other things with Butterkase, how to make your own Butterkase as well. And I've noticed there's a lot of places where you can find Butterkase that I might even be able to find for myself, such as Aldi. Since they are a German grocery store, I could probably find some there. And some more where you can find some of this really nice smelling cheese, and it almost even has a hint of butter, but like I said, there's no butter in it. Bauer, Roth makes a Butterkase cheese. Paladin, I think is their name, as well as Boar's Head, because Boar's Head, Publix had the Boar's Head brand, I believe. And I don't know if it's a cheese brand or a website store that sells it, which is Henry and David. I'm not sure about them. So, but there you go. There's some ideas of where you can find Butterkase, possibly even at your local Publix. Mine doesn't. One of the two near me doesn't sell it anymore. More to come. Up next, horseradish cheddar. We'll see you next time. Have a blessed day.